Chairman of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, Shehu Gabam, has finally opened up about his recent meeting with former Kaduna Governor Nasir El-Rufai and allies of ex-Vice President Atiku Abubakar. The closed-door meeting, which took place at the SDP National Secretariat, sparked speculations about a possible political merger ahead of the 2027 elections. According to Gabam, the meeting was centered around conversations for a better Nigeria rather than a political party. There is no official statement from El-Rufai or any one of them about officially joining SDP. Gabam clarified, "We're looking for like-minded people who believe in the future of the country so that we can work together and uplift the individual standard of Nigeria." Gabam also revealed that he has been receiving dignitaries from different political parties discussing ways to stabilize the country and offer productive advice to the government. Once the government has a crisis, it affects every Nigerian. Gabam emphasized, "So part of our responsibilities is to make sure we are not facing a crisis." The SDP chairman assured that there is an ongoing conversation, and when the time comes, they will arrive at a conclusion and hold an official press conference. Once we agree on what we are going to do together, we will unveil it to all Nigerians, Gabam promised. Gabam's statement comes after a chieftain of the PDP and ally of Atiku Abubakar, Shehu described the meeting as strategic. Shehu revealed that the meeting was called to review the state of opposition democratic engagement in Nigeria and plan a stronger opposition for Nigeria ahead of the 2027 elections. Well, Badom, I would like to get your thoughts on this. Yesterday, they had a closed-door meeting, SDP and, El-Rufai with other Atiku's allies had a closed-door meeting yesterday, and they've come out to say that the outcome of the meeting was to form a formidable bond, probably for the election come 2027. I would like to get your thoughts on that.
Okay, so first of all, I asked myself the deep question: does Nigeria not belong to all of us? If Nigeria does belong to all of us, why can't the people in government make an opening for the people who are not in government to come and sell the ideas that they have? Those ideas they feel they have that can change Nigeria. Why wait till 2027? Many people will die before 2027. Many people are going to lose their lives to the hardship. They will lose their life to the bad roads. They will lose their life to the banditry, the herdsmen, all of these clashes and crises in the northern Nigeria. Many people will lose their life. Why wait till 2027 when it is our Nigeria, the Nigeria for all? Why don't you bring your lofty ideas to the table? For me, it is the same old story. Every single time this political class has been meeting, they meet with the headline of "Let's look for a better way for Nigeria." Have they not found a better way up till now? That better way you think you have, why can't the political class come together? Come together. I mean, the likes of the El-Rufai you are mentioning, these are all political party members of the APC. It is their government in power. Why cross-carpeting from different party to different party because you have personal grievances? I feel these people are only selfish, looking for their own selfish interests, self-centered, and only focused on their personal aggrandizement. That is all I see there. Because if you must be sincere to the fact, if we are one Nigeria, the Nigeria belongs to all of us, then everybody should be focused on getting the Nigeria that we have at hand to work, regardless of who is in power. Now, it is more pathetic to see that people who once belonged to the same political party are the ones parting ways with each other because they have different kinds of personal quarrels, personal grievances, and they are going back to go connive with themselves to form some other party and some other form of alliance. At the end of the day, the Nigeria we have is still suffering, still lying in ruins, and of course, a lot of work to be done.
Well, talking about being selfish, even though El-Rufai has not even come to say if he has joined the party or not, well, how might these, alliances affect the current ruling party? Do you think it's going to affect it in any way? I mean, they're talking about their strategies, the ruling party strategies. Do you think this alliance from the SDP and the El-Rufai and Atiku Abubakar's ally is going to affect the current administration strategy?
I perceive the current administration should be focused. I perceive they should be really focused and should have their blueprint already. You know, the truth be told, if you are running a race, if you are involved in a race, and then there are people making noise outside the track, because you are focused on your race, it is expected of you to win your race. But if you are not focused, you will be distracted by the noise outside. Whether there is a political movement being formed out of your party, it should not change the operation of the government in power. Because the government in power is not operating by party. The government in power has been given the full rights and backing of the Nigerian people. They have the resources of the Nigerian people, not the resources of the political party. It is the resources of the Nigerian people that they have. So they should get to action and make good progress with the backing, resources, and support of the Nigerian people. That is what is important. Whether there are formations out there, it is not supposed to be your problem. So the current administration cannot lament of any form of failure because of a political movement that is being formed outside of their party. It has nothing to do with governance. Politics has nothing to do with governance. This time we are in is time for governance, not time for politics.
All right, so talking about denial of immediate political moves, because we've seen people defecting from one party to another. Well, I'd like to get your thoughts on this. How do these meetings, with SDP and El-Rufai and Atiku's allies, how does this meeting reflect on the leadership style of most especially El-Rufai? I'd like you to talk on that.
I can't say much on that at the moment because the man in question has not confirmed he's joining the SDP yet. The man in question made the news brief clearly states that the man in question, El-Rufai, His Excellency El-Rufai, has not made any public statement, any official statement as to whether he's conscripting APC to the SDP. Until then, we'll be able to speak about El-Rufai or not. But for now, the man has not said anything official.